Good Margaret, run thee to the parlour. There shalt thou find my cousin Beatrice, proposing with the Prince and Claudio. Whisper her ear, and tell her I and her will walk in the orchard, and her whole discourse is all of her. See that thou overheardst us, and bid her steal into the bleached bower, where honeysuckles ripened by the sun forbid the sun to enter, like favourites, made proud by princes that advance their crown against that power that bred it. There will she hide her to ensnare purposely. This is thy office. Bear thee well on it, and leave us alone.
I'll make her come, my warrant.
Now, Ursula, when Beatrice doth come, as we do trace this alley up and down, our talk must only be of Benedict. When I do name him, let it be by your grace more than ever man did merit. My talk to thee must be of how Benedict is in love with Beatrice. Of this matter is little Cupid's crafty arrow made, that only looks my ears. Now begin, for look where Beatrice like a lapwing runs close by the ground to hear our conference.
His Excellence did earn it, here had it. When are you getting married, madame?
Why, every day tomorrow. Come, go in. I'll show thee some attires and half thy counsel, which is best to furnish tomorrow.
She to end, I warrant you. We have caught her, madame.
If it proves so, then loving goes by house. Some people could with
Action.
What fire is in my ears? Can this be true? Stand I condemned for pride and scorn so much? Condemned? Farewell, and a maiden pride adieu. No glory lives behind this back of such, and Benedict, love on, I will requite thee. Taming my wild heart to thy loving hand, if thou dost love, my kindness shall incite thee, to bind our loves up in holy band. For others say thou dost deserve it, and I believe it, better than reporting me.
I do but stay till your marriage be consummate, and then I go towards Aragon.
I'll bring you thither, my lord, if you'll vouchsafe me.
Nay, that would be as great a soil in the new gloss of your marriage as to show a child a new coat and forbid him to wear it. I will only be bold with Benedict for his company. For from the crown of his head to the sole of his foot, he is all mirth. He hath twice or thrice cut Cupid's bowstring, and the little hangman dare not to shoot him. He hath a heart as sound as a bell, and a tongue as a clapper. For what his heart thinks, his tongue speaks.
Gallant, I'm not as I have been.
So say I, methinks you are Saturn. I hope he be in love.
Hang him, truant. There's no true drop of blood in him to be truly touched with love. If he be sad, he wants money.
I have a toothache.
Draw it.
Hang it.
You must hang it first and draw it afterwards.
What, sigh for the toothache?
Where is but a humor or a worm?
Well, everyone cannot master a grief, but he that has it.
Yet say I, he is in love.
There's no appearance of fancy in him, unless it be a fancy that he hath to strange disguises. As to be a Dutchman today, a Frenchman tomorrow, unless he hath a fancy to his foolery, as he appears he hath. He is no fool for fancy, as you would have it to appear he is.
If he be not in love with some woman, there is no believing old signs. He brushes his hat all mornings, what should that bob?
Hath any man seen him in the barber's?
No, but the barber's man hath seen him with, and the old ornament of his cheek hath already stuffed tennis balls. Indeed, he looks younger than he did, by the loss of a beard.
Nay, rubs himself with civet. Can you smell him out by that?
That's as much as to say that sweet youth's in love.
The greatest note of it is his melancholy.
And when he was wont to wash his face.
Yea, or paint himself, for the which I hear that they say of him.
Nay, but his jesting spirit, which is now crept into a lute string, and now governed by stops.
Indeed, that tells a heavy tale of him. Conclude he is in love.
Nay, but I know who loves him.
That would I know too. I warrant one that knows him not.
Yes, and his ill conditions, and in despite of all, dies for him.
She shall be buried with her face upward.
Yet is this no charm for the toothache? Well, Signor, walk aside with me. I have I have studied 8 or 9 wise words to speak with you, which none of these hindquarters should hear.
For my life, to break him about Beatrice.
'Tis even so. Hero and Margaret have by this play their parts with Beatrice, and then the two bears will not fight one another when they meet.
My lord and brother, God save you.
Good den, brother.
If your leisure serve, I would like to speak with you.
In private?
If it pleases you. Yet Count Claudio may hear. He would, for what I would speak of concerns him.
What's the matter?
Mean your lordship to be married tomorrow?
You know he does.
I know not that, when he knows what I know.
If there be any impediment, I pray you discover it.
You may think I love you not. Let that appear hereafter, and aim better at me, by that I now will manifest. For my brother, I think he holds you well, and in dearestness of heart, hath hoped to effect your ensuing marriage. Surely suit ill spent, and labor ill bestowed.
Why? What's the matter?
I came hither to tell you, and circumstance shortened, for she has been too long a talking of. The lady is disloyal.
Who, Hero?
Even she, the Nato's hero, your hero, every man's hero.
Disloyal?
The word is too good to paint out her wickedness. I could say she were worse. Think you of a worse title, and I will fit her to it. Wonder not till further warned. Go but with me tonight. You shall see her chamber window entered, even the night before her wedding day. If you love her then, tomorrow let her. But it would be better fit for your honor to change your mind.
May this be so?
I will think it not.
If you dare not trust that you see, confess not that you know. If you will follow me, I will show you enough. And when you have seen more and heard more, proceed accordingly.
If I see anything tonight, why should I not marry her tomorrow in congregation where I should wed? There will I shame her.
And as I would for thee to obtain her, I will join with thee to disgrace her.
I will disparage her no further till you are my witnesses. Bear it coldly but till late, and let the issue show itself.
O day untowardly turned.
O mischief strangely towards me.
O plague rightly well prevented. So will you say when you have seen the sequel. Are you good men and true?
Yeah, or else it'd be a pity that we should suffer salvation body and soul.
Nay, that were punishment too good for them, if they should have any allegiance in them, being chosen for the priestly watch.
Well, give them that charge and they would die very.
First, who think you the most desertless man to be constable?
Hugh Odecake, sir, or George Sequel, for they can run.
Come hither, neighbor Sequel. God has blessed you with a good name. To be a well-favored man is given fortune, but to read and write comes from nature.
Oh, which, Master Constable?
You have. I knew it would be your answer. Well, for your favor, sir, I give God thanks. Make no boast of it. And for your writing and reading, let that appear when there is no need for such vanity. You are thought to be the most senseless and fit man for the constable of the watch. Therefore you bear your lantern. This is your charge. You shall comprehend all vanguard men. You are to bid any man stand in the prince's name.
How if he will not stand?
Why then take no note of him. But let him go and presently call the rest of the watch together and thank God you are rid of knave.
If he will not stand when he is bidden, he is none the prince's subjects.
True. And they are to meddle with none but the prince's subjects. You shall also make no noise in the street, for the watch to babble and to talk is most tolerable and not to be ignored.
We will rather sleep than talk. We know that belongs to a watch.
Why, you speak like an ancient and most quiet watchman. For I cannot see how sleeping should offend. Only have care that your bills not be stolen. Well, you are to call all the alehouses and bid those who get drunk, get them to bed.
How if they will not?
Well then, let them alone till they are sober. If they make you not, then the better answer. You may say they are not the man you took them for.
Well, sir.
If you meet a thief, you may suspect him, by your virtue of your office, to be no true man. And for such kind of men, the less you meddle or make with them, why the more is for your honesty.
If we know him to be the thief, shall we not lay hands on him?
Truly, by your office you may. But I think they that touch pitch will be defiled. The most peaceable way for you, if you do take a thief, is to let him show himself what he is and steal out of your company.
You have been always called a merciful man, partner.
Truly, I would not hang a dog by my will, much more a man who has any honesty.
If you hear a child cry in the night, you must call the nurse and bid her still it.
How if the nurse be asleep and will not hear us?
Why then, depart with peace and let the child wake her with crying. For the ewe that will not hear her lamb when it baws will never answer a calf when it bleats.
'Tis very true.
This is the end of your charge. You, constable, are to present the prince's own person. If you meet the prince in the night, you may stay with him.
Nay, byre lady, that I think I cannot.
5 shillings to 1 on't with any man that knows the statuses. You may stay him, marry, not without the prince be willing. For indeed the watch ought to offend no man, and it is an offense to stay with a man against his will.
Byre lady, I think it be so.
Well, masters, good night. And there be any matter of weight chance, call me up, call up me. Keep your fellows' counsel and your own, and good night. Come, neighbor.
Well, masters, we hear our charge. Let us go sit here upon the church bench till 2, and then all to bed.
One word more, honest neighbors. I pray you watch about Signor Leonardo's door, for the wedding be there tomorrow. There is a great coil tonight. Adieu, be vigilant, I beseech you.
What? Conrad, I say.
Here, man. I am at thy elbow.
Mass, my elbow itch. I thought there would be a scab follow.
I will owe thee an answer for that, and now forward with thy tale.
Stand thee close and under this penthouse, for the truth rain, and I will, like a true drunkard, utter to all thee. Therefore know I have earned of Don John and $1,000.
Is it possible that any villainy should be so dear?
Thou shouldn't rather ask if there were possible any villainy should be so rich, for the rich villains have need of poor ones, and poor ones make the price they will.
I wonder at it.
That shows thou art certain confirmed. Thou knowest that the fashion of the doublet, the hat, or the cloak is nothing to a man.
Yes, it is apparel.
I mean the fashion.
Yes, the fashion is the fashion.
Tush, I may as well say the fool's the fool. But seest thou not, deformed thief, this fashion is?
I know that deformed day has a while.
Did thou hear something?
This
'Twas the van on the house.
Seest thou not? I say, what a deformed thief this fashion is. How giddy it turns about all the hot bloods between 14 and 5 and 30. Sometimes fashioning them like the pharaoh soldiers in the old Ricci paintings, sometimes like God's bells priests in the old church window, sometimes like a shaven Hercules in a smirched worm-eating tapestry. Where's his codpiece that to say such a massy at his club?
All this I see, and see that the fashion wears out more apparel than the man. But art not thyself giddy with the fashion too, that thou hast shifted out of thy tale into telling me of the fashion?
Not so, neither. But know that I have tonight wooed Margaret, Lady Hero's gentlewoman, by the name of Hero. She leads me out at her mistress's chamber's window, bids me 1,000 times good night. I tell this tale vively. I should be the first to tell thee how Prince Claudio and my master planned and placed and possessed by my master Don John saw afar off in the orchard this amiable encounter.
And thought I Margaret was hero?
2 of them did. The prince and Claudio, but the devil and my master knew she was Margaret, and partially by his oaths which first possessed them, partially by the dark night which did deceive them, but chiefly by my villainy, which did confirm any slander that Don John had made. Away went Claudio enraged, swore he would meet her as he was appointed the next morning at the temple, and there before the whole congregation shame her with what he saw or night, and send her home again without a husband.
We charge you in the prince's name stand.
Call the Master Constable. We have here recovered the most dangerous piece of lechery that ever was known in the Commonwealth.
And one deformed is one of them. I know him, it wears a lock.
Maskers.
You'll be bring deformed forth, I warrant you.
Masters, never speak. We charge you. Let us obey you. Go with us.
We are like to prove the goodly commodity being taken up of these men's bills.
A commodity in question, I warrant you. Come, we'll obey you.
Good Ursula, go get my cousin Beatrice and desire her to rise,
I will, lady.
and bid her come hither.
No.
Troth, I think your other bravado were better.
No, pray thee, good man, I'll wear this.
By my troth, not so good, and I warrant you, your cousin well.
My cousin's a fool, and thou art another. I'll wear none but this.
I like the new tie with it, excellency, if the hair were thought browner, and your gowns of more rare fashion, I faith. I saw the Duchess in Milan's gown that they praise so.
Oh, that exceeds, they say.
By my troth, but a nightgown in respect of your cloth of gold, cuts laced with a silver set with pearls, down sleeves, side sleeves, and skirts round underbone with bluish tinsel. For a fine, quaint, graceful, and excellent fashion, yours is worth the 10 on.
God give me joy to wear it, for my heart is exceeding heavy.
'Tis well be heavier soon by weight of a man.
Fie upon thee! Art not ashamed?
Of what, lady? Of speaking honorably? Is not marriage honorable in a beggar? Is not your lord honorable without marriage? I think you have me saying being your reference of husband, and bad thinking to do not rest true, speaking all of and nobody. Is there any harm in the heavier of a husband? None, I think. And it be right husband and the right wife, otherwise 'tis light and not heavy. Ask my lady Beatrice, else here she comes.
Good morrow, cousin.
Good morrow, sweet cuz.
Hi, how now? Do you speak in the sick tune?
I am out of all other tunes, meaning things.
Absence a light of love that goes without a burden. Do you sing it? And I'll dance it.
You light a love with your heels, then if your husband have stables enough, you'll see he shall lack no barns.
Oh, illegitimate construction. I scorn that with my heels.
'Tis almost 5 o'clock, cousin, 'tis time for you ready. Be my troth, I am exceeding ill, hi-ho!
For a horse, or a husband.
For the letter that begins them all, H.
Well, and you not to be turned Turk, there's no more sailing by a star.
What means the full trow?
Nothing but God sent everyone their heart's desire.
These gloves the Count sent me, they are an excellent perfume.
I am stuffed, cousin, I cannot smell.
A maid, and stuffed, there's a goody catching with gold.
Oh, God help me, how long have you professed apprehension?
Ever since you left it, doth my writ become me rarely.
It is not seen enough. You should wear it in your cap. By my troth, I am sick.
Parvis Benedictus, and lay it to your heart. It is the only thing for a calm. There, thou putst her with a thistle.
Benedictus, why Benedictus? You have some moral in this, Benedictus.
Moral? By my troth, I have no moral meaning. I meant plain holy thistle. You may think, perchance, and I think you are love. Nay, dear lady, I am not such a fool to think what I list, nor I think not to think what I can, or indeed I cannot think. If I would think my heart out of thinking, and you are in love, or that you will be in love, or that you can be in love. Yet Benedict was such another, and now he is become a man. Who swore he would never marry, and yet now, in spite of his heart, he eats his meal without grudging. And how you may be converted, I know not, but methinks you look with the eyes as other women do.
What pace is that thy tongue keeps?
Not a false scholar.
Action.
Madame, withdraw. The prince, the count, Signor Benedict, Don John, and all the gallants of the town are come to fetch you to church.
Help to dress me, good cause, good Meg, good Ursula.
What would you with me, honest neighbor?
Marry, sir, I will have some confidence with you that discerns you nearly.
Brief, I pray you, for you see it is a busy time with me.
Marry, this is, sir.
Yes, in truth it is, sir.
What is it, my good friends?
Good man Fergus. Sir, speak a little off the matter. An old man, sir, and his wits are not as blunt as, God help, I would desire they were, but in faith, honest as the skin between his breasts.
Yes, I thank God, as I am honest as any man living that is an old man, and I am no honester than I.
Comparisons are odorous. Palabras, neighbor.
Neighbors, you are tedious.
If it pleases your worship to say so, but we are the poor duke's officers. But truly, for my own part, if I were as tedious as a king, I could find it in my heart to bestow it all to your worship.
All thy tediousness on me, eh?
Yes, a 1,000 more than tis. For I hear as good an exclamation on your worship as any man can say. And though I be but a poor man, I am glad to hear it.
And so am I.
I would fain know what you have to say.
Marry, sir, our watch tonight, accepting your worship's presence, have talon a couple of errant knavs as any in Mesta.
A good old sir, man. A good old man, sir. He will be talking, as they say, when the age is in, the wit is out. God help us, it is a world to see. Well said, I faith, neighbor Fergus. Well, God's a good man. And two men ride on a horse, one must ride behind. An honest soul, I faith, sir, by my troth he is as ever broke bread. But God is to be worshipped. All men are not alike. Alas, good neighbor.
Indeed, neighbor, he comes too short of you.
Gifts that God gives.
I must leave you.
One word, sir. Our watch, sir, have indeed comprehended two auspicious persons, and we would have them this morning examined before your worship.
Take their examination yourself and bring it to me. I am now in great haste, as my help here unto you.
It shall be suffice.
Drink some wine, here you go. Fare you well. I'll wait upon them. I am ready.
Execute Leonardo and Messer. Go, good partner. Go you to Francis Seco. Bid him bring his pen and inkhorn to the jail. We are now to examination these men.
And we must do so wisely.
We will spare for no wit, I warrant you. Here thou shalt drive some of them to a non-com. Only get the learned writer to set down our excommunications